Have you ever stopped to think about how many opportunities you may have missed just because you didn't understand the signs of an interested woman? Maybe she was right there, by your side, smiling differently, touching your arm for no reason. And you? You didn't even notice. I know how it is. You talk to her. You feel that there's something in the air, but you're not sure. Doubt consumes you. Is she interested? Or is it just me? And the worst part, this fear of misinterpreting makes many men freeze up. Or worse, pull away. But today that changes. In this video, I'm going to show you the secret signs that women give when they're attracted. Signs that most men ignore, but that you'll learn to identify clearly. The way she looks, touches, speaks, everything will make sense. If you want to stop guessing and start truly understanding the game of attraction, subscribe to our channel now so you don't miss any of our content. 1. The silence that screams. When she speaks without saying a word. How many times have you waited for a direct confirmation and never received anything? You wanted her to say it outright, "I like you." But all that came were random glances, disguised smiles, silences that seemed to hide something. And then you thought, maybe it's all in my head. But it wasn't. The first sign of attraction is silent. It doesn't come through text messages, nor through ready-made phrases. It comes in the way she looks at you when she thinks you're not looking. It comes in that strange silence when you enter the room, in the sparkle in her eyes that appears and disappears too quickly. She wants you to understand, but she doesn't want to expose herself. She feels it, but the fear of seeming easy, of being rejected, is greater. So she plays with her eyes, with her body language, and waits. She waits for you to notice. She expects you to be man enough to decipher what no one else sees. And here's the cruel truth. If you ignore this first sign, you lose everything before you even begin. Most men fail here because they look for answers with their ears when they should be listening with their eyes. That silence, it's the loudest she can scream without losing control. 2. The restless presence. When she's there, but never accidentally. Have you noticed that she shows up more often than usual? That the random encounters are becoming too frequent? Most men think it's a coincidence, but nothing is by chance in the emotional universe of an attracted woman. She starts going to the same places. She shows up online exactly when you do. She likes that old photo on your profile, or leaves a seemingly silly message just to start a conversation. But what's behind it is much deeper. It's anxiety, desire, strategy. She wants to be close, but she needs to seem natural. She wants to see you, but she doesn't want you to realize how much she wants you. It's a silent psychological game, and each appearance of hers carries a test. Will you notice? Will you value it? Or will you treat it as just another casual conversation? But there's a twist here. If you don't react, if you treat everything as normal, she backs off. She interprets your silence as disinterest. And even though she's there, so close, she pulls away and takes with her what could have been the beginning of something intense. This is the second sign, and it comes with an expiration date. Either you act or she disappears. And then you'll ask yourself, too late, why did she stop talking to you? 3. The phantom touch. When the body speaks before the mouth. Have you ever felt that strange shiver when she touched you by accident? A light touch, a casual brush, a hug that lasted half a second longer than it needed to. At the time, you even doubted, was it on purpose? Or is it all in my head? But here's the cold truth. Her body gave away what her mind hasn't yet had the courage to accept. This is the third sign, and one of the most instinctive. Even before a woman admits to herself that she's attracted to you, her body already knows. And this touch isn't just physical. It carries an unconscious message. I want to feel you. I want to know how you react. I want to test the space between us. Many times this touch comes in the form of a joke, a light push, a pat on the arm, an innocent brush as you walk by. But if you look beyond the surface, you'll realize that it's her trying to break the invisible barrier. And here's the drama. If you ignore this touch, if you react coldly, if you back away, if you don't respond, she feels it. She interprets it as a no, even if you haven't even said anything. And what was the beginning of a powerful tension turns into silent frustration. That moment, that touch, is a portal, and if you know how to cross it calmly, with confidence, with presence, you create a spark that she will carry on her skin for days. But if you hesitate, if you treat it as something unimportant, she closes herself off, because the touch she gave you, even if it seems small, took courage, and you didn't see it. That's the game. She talks with her body and expects you to be man enough to respond with action. The disappearance game. When she disappears, just to see if you miss her. You feel the connection growing, and then, out of nowhere, she disappears. She takes a long time to respond. She disappears from social media. She stops chatting. You think you've lost everything, that she's given up. But the truth is crueler. She just wants to know how much you're willing to miss her. This is the fourth sign, the most perverse, and this is where the fragile ones break, the strong ones. Stand firm and make her come back even more eager. 5. The emotional mirror. When she copies you without knowing it. You tell a story, she tells a similar one. You cross your arms, she does too. You disappear, and she appears. This is not a coincidence. It's a reflex. Emotionally attracted women begin to mirror the man they desire, without even realizing it. It's as if her body and mind are trying to align with your energy. And if you pay attention to this mirroring, you'll understand that the attraction has gone beyond rationality. It's become instinct. 6. Fear disguised as pride. When she avoids you, when she doesn't give herself up, she used to look at you with a sparkle, but now she barely looks at you. She used to be warm, but she's gone cold. Why? Because you got too close. Because she felt like she could fall in love. And that scared her. Many women withdraw at the exact moment attraction becomes real. And men who don't understand this pull away. But those who understand this 6th sign know that this distancing is, in fact, the fear of losing herself in you. 7. The smile that hides chaos. When she pretends to be in control, but she's already involved, she says everything is fine, that it's nothing, that you're just a nice friend. But her smile gives it away. It's a nervous laugh, a joke that tries to hide the truth. She's already emotionally involved, but she doesn't want to lose control. This is the last sign, the masked smile. It's the silent cry of someone who has already fallen, but still struggles not to show weakness. And if you know how to read that smile, you have the power. Bonus, the sign that almost no one notices when she watches you in silence. There is a sign that goes unnoticed even by the most attentive. It has no words, no touch, no message. It's that moment when she simply watches you from afar, in silence, without wanting to be seen. It could be in the middle of a conversation when you look away and for a second she stares at you as if trying to decipher a mystery, or when you talk to someone else and she analyzes your every reaction. This is not curiosity, it's desire mixed with doubt. She's trying to understand what she feels and how much you can impact her life. If you notice this look, don't break the moment. Give her gaze back calmly and smile lightly. This small gesture could be the trigger she needed to allow herself to do it. And now I want to know, have you ever felt this look from someone? Comment below. I want to read your story. Conclusion. The truth is that women rarely say with words what they really feel. They show it, with gestures, looks, silences. The problem is that most men are blind to these signs. And because of this, they miss opportunities, waste real connections, and keep asking themselves, "What did I do wrong?" But not anymore. Now you know the hidden codes. Now you see what few see. And when you start to notice these signs, something changes. You stop chasing, and you become the man she's looking for with her eyes. But knowing the signs is just the beginning. If you want to go further, if you want her to see you as a man who's impossible to ignore, then you need to watch the video on the screen right now. Click now. Because in this next video, I'm going to show you what to do to activate a woman's emotional desire, to the point where she thinks about you all day long, even without understanding why. Don't miss it. Your next step starts now.